Undefined is a very special keyword in JavaScript, and it is not there in other languages. It has a lot to do with how JavaScript code is executed. So as we have studied in the previous videos also, that JavaScript code is executed in a different way. It creates a global execution context and allocates memory to all the variables and functions even before a single line of code is executed. Remember this? So undefined comes into picture here only. Let us see with the code also. So suppose we created a variable a is equals to 7, right? So even before this line of code is executed, right? JavaScript is trying to allocate memory to this a, right? Memory space to a even before this line of code is run. Okay, let me show you with the help of debugger. So I am putting the debugger right before this line is executed. Okay, so let us see an interesting thing. So if we refresh the page, this line hasn't been executed yet, right? But JavaScript has already allocated memory to this a. Okay, so we have already reserved memory for a now. Okay, so if we see, here is the reserved memory. So right now a is undefined. So at this point, if you try to, in the console, if you try to log what a is, see, I have held the program, like I have put a debugger, right? So I have held the program at that state itself. So if you try to log a right now, it is undefined. So why this happened? Okay, so when it allocates memory to all the variables and functions, to the variables, it tries to put a placeholder, right? It is like a placeholder which is placed in the memory. Okay, that special keyword is undefined. So if we try to log this, so you get undefined in it. So undefined is like taking memory. It is very different than not defined. Okay, so suppose if I try to access something else, right? So suppose if I try to do a console log of x over here, okay, so which we have not allocated memory to. Okay, if we run this code, we have not allocated any memory to x, right? So what will happen if we try to find x? You won't find anything. That is known as not defined, but we have allocated memory to a. If you try to console log a, we can find that. So even before I put this var a is equals to 7, right? So suppose if I try to log a over here, even before putting 7 to a, I am trying to log this a. So what happens is, let me just run it. So in the console, you will find that we have printed undefined. This a was printed undefined. This is the value which JavaScript engine allocated to a while creating the memory. Okay, but once this line has been executed, after this line, you will see that the value of a has changed to 7. Okay, let me just remove that x. If you try to log here, see, it was undefined before. This undefined was coming from the place just because JavaScript engine allocated undefined, that special placeholder, to a. Okay, not like not defined. Not defined in something which has not been allocated memory. Okay, so this is the difference between undefined and not defined. Okay, we'll see something more. So remember, undefined is not equal to empty. Some people think that undefined means empty, like it is not taking up any memory space or something. No, it is a special keyword. It takes up its own memory, but you can assume it to be like a placeholder which is kept for the time being until the variable is assigned some other value. Okay, till that point, it will store this placeholder known as undefined. Okay, and one more thing I would show you right now is, suppose if I do, suppose this is undefined, right? So if I never put any value inside a, right? Like I just declared that, okay, var a, and I never put any value to it. So it will throughout our whole program have this value undefined, that placeholder kept inside a. And to show you that it is something in JavaScript, we can also do something like this. Okay, so suppose if I have my if a is equal to undefined, so equal to, you might not be aware of the syntax, but see, it is just checking whether two things are equal or not, and strictly checking. We will talk about it later in the videos. Okay, that will be interesting, but for now just assume that it is checking two things are equal or not. So if we try to see that a is equal to undefined. Okay, that undefined is a thing or not. So if we try to do a console log of over here, let us just log it, a is undefined. Okay, and if we try to do something like else, we just console log a string a is not undefined. Okay, so if we try to check like this, what you will see a is undefined. Okay, a is undefined. It is like it goes into this, if it meets this condition, it go inside this if block. And suppose if I put some value in a, okay, a is equals to 10 meanwhile, so it will say that a is not undefined, it has some value in it. Okay, now the a is replaced, that undefined is replaced by 10. Interesting, right? Now when we are talking about undefined, let me tell you a little bit more about JavaScript and variables in it. Okay, so JavaScript is a loosely typed language. So loosely typed means that it does not attaches its variables to any specific data type. So suppose if I created a and put in string in it, so later on in the program I can also put numbers in it, I can also put boolean in it. It is like JavaScript is very flexible in this case, right? It is loosely typed, that is known as loosely typed language. If it was strict type, then just like other languages, just like C or C++, if you assign a variable that if it is a string a, so it will only hold string, it won't hold numbers or booleans or anything else. But it is not the case in JavaScript. You can put anything and everything inside this variable. Okay, so if I do a var a, for the time being it can like just hold undefined. Okay, if I do a console log over here, it will just hold undefined. Okay, and if I later on put a is equals to 10 here, so and try to log it again, so it can hold numbers also, and it can also hold a string again. Okay, so this is a perfectly valid JavaScript code. Okay, I mistyped it. No issues. So it is a perfectly fine JavaScript code. Okay, and if I log this a once again, okay, so see what the output will be. Undefined. So until unless any value is specified, there is a placeholder undefined. When you put in 10, so it is 10 now, and when you put in string hello world, it is hello world now. Okay, so JavaScript is very flexible in this case. That is why JavaScript is known as loosely typed language. Loosely typed language are also known as weakly typed language. Weakly typed language. So it does not mean that it is weak in any sense. It does not have any deficiency or something. It is not weak at all. In fact, I feel that the language is more stronger. Okay, because it is handling a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Okay, you give it string, it handles automatically behind the scenes. It's a string. You give it a number, it takes it and puts number in it and manages all these things behind it. So it is not weak at all, for sure. In fact, I feel that it is more flexible and beautiful in this case. Okay, so and it has to do a lot of things while coercion also. Okay, when you change one type to another type, it is doing a lot of stuff. We might cover that in the later videos. For now, just understand that JavaScript is a loosely typed language, and some people also call it as a weakly typed language. Okay, so let me tell you an important thing. Never do this mistake. Okay, never do this mistake of doing something like this. A is equal to undefined. What does that mean? See, undefined is a value, it is a keyword in JavaScript, and it is totally possible to assign undefined to any variable. But it is kind of a mistake, and it is a bad thing to do in JavaScript. Okay, you should not do it, because see, first of all, what is undefined? So undefined is like a placeholder which is kept inside the variables, and it states that in the whole code that variable was not assigned anything, right? So it is meant for a specific purpose. So it is not generally a good way to put undefined like this, though it is a totally okay to do this. Okay, if you just log it once again, if you log a once again, you will see that okay, you can put undefined once again, but it can lead to a lot of inconsistencies. So it is not a good practice to do this. I won't say it's a mistake, but it's not a good practice or a healthy practice to put undefined into any variable. So don't do this mistake, right? Let us just keep undefined for its own purpose, right? Undefined was meant to know, okay, that whether that variable was assigned anything or not. Okay, so let it be used for that space only. And for the JS community, let us not ever put undefined into any variable. Okay, so it's just a request. That's all for now. In the next video, we'll be covering the scope chain. It is a very beautiful topic, I would say, and it is very hot interview topic also. Okay, in the interview, a lot of people ask about what is a scope chain. So definitely watch that video. So before moving on to that video, just like always, give this video a thumbs up and thank you for watching Namaste JavaScript.